Hey guys, welcome back. What are we playing? We are playing Zoo Tycoon 2, the Extinct Animals version this time. And I decided that we would be playing... I've been torn between doing a sort of deserty, arid zoo. But I decided instead of that, I want to do a little bit colder climated shenanigans. So we are going to start on the large boreal forest zoo, so we have a little bit more space. Let me take a sip of my tea. Actually, the last couple of minutes I've been trying out some stuff in freeform mode. I was interested to see in what sort of climates do your animals have to be like. Can you put an animal that lives in a different biome in another biome and then it, still be happy? And I've gotten some weird results. Cheesecake company considering selling their delicious cheesecakes. If you can raise $250 of food and drink revenue. I mean, we'll take it, but this is not going to happen, unfortunately. Especially at the it's such a weird effect. Especially at the very beginning, we won't be able to raise that much money for food. It takes some time. I mean, the guests come in and they're not even hungry. I'm gonna pause the game. And also, the other problem is that because we are playing extinct animals. Oh yeah, by the way, I realized that the upkeep, as you can see in the bottom right corner, is just $1,250. That's super fucking cheap. When it comes to like getting free animals, that's super worth it, and I'm feeling like it's gonna make the game maybe a little bit too easy, but I don't know, probably. So the first thing we're gonna do is play around a little bit. We should ideally put this lab in its final position, because you can't move it after you placed it. So we're gonna do just that. I think I'm just gonna put it honestly just here. I hate how it's not centered, but it's fine. We can put it to the side and then we can have a path go in between. That's also cool. Here we go. I like that. And then what we are going to do, when you play with the when you want the zoo which makes use of extinct animals, you're actually gonna have to do a little bit of work at the beginning, but it's really cool. So you go into zookeeper mode as you normally do, as we did in the other series. You right click and then you click on this fossil finding, and look, we already found one. You go around this, basically the whole park, and it tells you how close you are to these fossils. And sometimes you find fossils, sometimes you just find stuff you sell. And you do this. Let's find... I actually have a specific animal I want to find. But we'll see how lucky we get. The animal I want to find is an obviously extinct species of cow or wild bull called the aurochs. And aurochs used to live in Europe. Actually, the reason why they have gone extinct, besides obviously overhunting, is because we domesticated them. Aurochs is the father to all like cattle and cows and whatnot. So that's what I want to find. I find some dodos, and the way it works is actually every half a star. Not every half a star. Like at half a star, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 stars, you unlock new fossils that you can find. So right now, because our zoo is half a star, obviously we just started out, that's why it's half a star, we can find extinct animal fossils that are half a star, such as, dodo. Velociraptor is also half a star. They don't really get much recognition in this game. But we can also find 1-star animals. Like Styracosaurus is actually, I think, 1 star, though I'm not 100%. Civatherium is also 1 star. But because I really want to go with the cold theme, I don't want to make those animals. A dodo lives in a tropical climate. A velociraptor lives in desert. All of these are just like the complete opposite of what I aim to do with this zoo. Seems like we're not finding... Okay, we found 1 aurochs. We're not really lucky with it, honestly. And we can already build the Protarchaeopteryxes, which live in the wetlands. They are like dinosaur birds. I guess the forefathers of all birds. The link between dinosaurs and birds, I guess. So I don't really have a set method right now to make this efficient. I just go around the park, and sometimes it's annoying because you miss like 1 spot and then you have to go back. But I thought out a method to make this a little bit more efficient after we are done with this. I'll show you what I mean. You basically want to separate your park into different zones, and obviously if you already have a couple of exhibits, you know, fences and animals, you can kind of like, your park is already separated, and it becomes really easy to go around your park and then find all the fossils efficiently, because you know what fences, inside what fences you've already been, what part of your zoo you already found all the fossils at. But right now it's, you know, everything is just wild lands and it's really rocky and hilly, so it's a bit more difficult. Oh, we can build the aurochs now. Perfect. I'm not even gonna finish the rest for now. We'll leave that to a later date because we really want to be having guests for the challenge. Remember, we have to raise money for the challenge. So that's the second part. We found all the fossils. Right now, for this animal, because it's a low star rated animal, there's only 6 of them. So this puzzle is really easy, but it's gonna get harder. So now we completed that, and then the third and final step is to play this minigame to make the animal. It's pretty easy, you just press the buttons. And if you do the minigame really well, you get 100% rating. If you get above 90%, your animal will be happier and live longer. I'm not really sure what this means in terms of happiness. But your animal will live longer, and that's a really good trait to have if you want to have a long if you want to make your zoo, you know, a bit more efficient. So I'm not sure if any guests are gonna come in, because I'm pretty sure you have to have an animal in an enclosure. It doesn't count if you have an animal, you know, in a cage or in that box. Guests will not come. So this animal, let's pause the game and talk a little bit about this. This animal actually lives in the temperate forest biome, which, as you can see, is different. But because I want to go with the theme of this zoo, I'm actually gonna put it in this biome, in the boreal forest biome. A little bit different, right? What's gonna happen is when I release this animal, it's gonna have a little bit of a problem because it's in a different biome, right? You should aim to put your animals in the right biome. And the way we're gonna, it's not too bad. Like at the beginning it doesn't really matter because these animals are kind of okay with living in whatever biome. Like obviously you can't put it in the desert and then expect it to be happy, but this is fine. However, there's an extra step you can make to make your animals happier, and there are these weird items such as this misty spring. We're gonna start unlocking that, and if you place this misty spring in the same exhibit as the animal, it's actually gonna lower its biome need, which means that you can place it in different biomes, which is really cool. And there are different items. There's a misty spring for, like, you know, tropical rainforest / forest animals. There's a glacier. There is a tar pit if we are talking about desert / savanna animals. We'll unlock those later. So let's figure out. Oh, there's a fossil there. Let's figure out where we are going to put our little aurochs. I don't really like these cliffs, honestly, but we might just roll with it. Let's build some extra paths. That's fine, I guess. I want to make it a little bit more even. Normally I just roll with it. You know, I would make an exhibit, you know, on the top of this mountain, but it's a bit iffy. Oh, la 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 la. Let's make it even smoother. And then we can put some mountains in after, if we want to. That's fine. Let's move this rock. And then we're gonna find a fence. Ideally I want to put a lower fence because it's easier for the guests to see. And I don't think this really matches this like jungle fence. The thunder fence is a bit better, but it's, look at this, it's, I don't know, it's a bit too white, a bit too snowy. But I think that's the only option we have. We can also put, we can just go in here. I don't think it's a really big problem to use the wooden fence. I think it's okay to use the wooden fence, honestly. I honestly think it's not gonna be a problem. So 6, maybe 8 even, and then let's use the big one for the rest of the enclosure. We can even do like the same thing that we did with the African one, where we do 3, do 3 here, and then the rest is gonna be fine. And then again, to make it symmetrical and nice, 3 here, 3. Let's move this tree inside, and then let's figure out. So we have 3 there, right? We have, I think we said it's actually 10. 6, 8, 10, yep, and then the plus 3. So we're gonna have 900 plus 3. And then we could make it touch the wall, but I want to be a bit more cute on this one. Here we go. Let's extend. So it was 900 and it's a bit too much. Make it a bit smoother. So again, it's 900 because each of them costs obviously 90, and then we need 10 of them plus the 3, and then 3 diagonally, and then here we go. Perfect. So now we have a, is this, I think it is, it's a bit weird like with the camera angle, but I think it is not only symmetrical but a square. Yeah, the camera angle is a bit weird with the monitor, on my screen at least, but it is symmetrical. Nice, so very neat. I'm gonna put some trees in here where they can sleep, and animals actually have a privacy need. So make sure you don't make it so that they, you know, guests can see into every little bit of their lives, because then it just ruins it. Already spent so much money, but it's fine. Let's unpause so we can get some guests rolling, and then put this here. And as you can see, the baby aurochs is gonna have a unsatisfied biome need. A little bit unsatisfied, it's alright. Another tip that I learned, I've been reading some tips online, but it's fucking horrible, honestly. You don't even want to know, dude. You type in like Zoo Tycoon 2 tips and all you get is just bad answers. Just, you know, kids on forums, and everybody's sharing cheat codes and whatnot, so it's really annoying. It's already reset. At the beginning it resets really fast, so we'll make a couple other ones. Actually, we'll keep making. I cannot talk. Like sometimes when I cannot multitask whatsoever. And by the way, you always get a random sex. So we got female, we got male and female. That's actually perfect, but still. A couple of the tips I've been reading. It's not even there are no tips for this game online. Like none whatsoever as to making money and whatnot. But one thing that was useful to read was that you can actually you don't have to place food for your herbivore animals because they just graze. So that's fine. Let's make a little river. I'm gonna put some dirt to make it a little bit more. Oops. I don't like how it affects the water. It makes it really rough on the edges. But what you can do is smooth the terrain a bit, I think. No, it doesn't really work. This is fine, it looks more natural than how it was before with the artificial pond feeling, so that's fine. Let's extend this a little bit. I don't want it to touch the fence. Not for any particular reason, I just think it looks better this way. And we have no guests coming in for some reason. Let's keep making animals, let's not waste any time. The moment any guest comes in, we're gonna try to put some stands in. Yeah, at the very beginning it's really easy. Yeah, I don't know what these animals do for their stimulation need. But either way, we're gonna put a scratching post right here. And we are also putting in this misty spring that I said. Look at this, so they have like, kind of like, it's pretty high, to be honest with you, biome satisfaction need. But once we put in this spring, you can't put it in water. It's such a shame. It would look really cool if it was in water. But we're gonna put it here at the edge. And voila, it's almost non-existent, basically. Very, very useful. I wanted to put in some rocks, because I think it looks cool. Let's put one here. So it sort of signifies the end of the river. The reason why I'm taking rocks from the outside is because we don't actually have any unlocked at the moment. You see? Because our zoo is like really new. Not new, but the star rating. You need a higher star rating for every single item, as I said in the other series. Again, I'm multitasking, so I can't really talk that well. Sometimes you like mess up at the very, very end, and your animal becomes like a lower tier. And there's an Easter egg where if you get less than 10%, you actually get like a giant butterfly outside your research center. A giant butterfly, a frog, maybe rabbit even. I don't know about the other ones, and they scare guests. Which is pretty funny. Let's figure out what theme we want to go for, because obviously the tundra one is the most like boreal foresty, but at the same time I don't really like it that much. We're gonna have some tundra animals, definitely. We have to have some tundra animals because boreal forest, generally speaking, for extinct animals is higher tier. We're gonna have a lot of like 4-star, 4.5-star animals in the boreal forest, like Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Carnotaurus. But at the very beginning of the game, there's not so many animals here. This is why I'm using, a temperate forest. Keep making them. Honestly, no reason not to. It's not like you pay for them. You should be... It would be more fair if you had to pay for these. Let's put a donation box before the guest gets angry. Let's pause the game. I might just use Endangered Species theme. Because I like that theme. I like it a lot. Let's put one there. Let's put some bunches. Tundra theme. Kind of cool. I like this. I like totems. Such a cool thing. Yeah, this like Endangered Species bench is like not here. Like the donation box is not too bad, but I feel like we're gonna be using Tundra more for the bench. And same here, the fountain. And we want to put, ideally, I figured this out since the last game. We want to put somewhere here maybe. We want to put the food stands in the middle of the zoo. It's interesting how there's no endangered species themed path. And you know what? Let's I have an idea. I have a cool idea. Are you ready for it? Yeah, it's like the very middle. It's alright. Nice. Put some benches here. Oh no, you know what we're gonna do? I also realized this, that we need more restrooms. We just need more restrooms all around the place. We're gonna have picnic tables in here, right? Yeah, we can encase it with the restrooms. That's fine. For now, we're just gonna buy 2. And then we can have like 2. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why the sound fucked up again. We have tropical rainforest background sound instead of boreal forest. Oh shit. Message. I stopped making animals. I should just keep making them. I almost took out my phone to reply to that Viber message whilst I was doing this fucking 100% attention thing. What a stupid thing to do. Okay. Let's buy. Hopefully they can sense it. Like the guests have this like super sense when it comes to hot dog stands and like restrooms, but they don't have a super sense when it comes to like seeing an animal right in front of their eyes. Like, oh my god, in the series yesterday. Yeah, by the way, the other series, the one about endangered species, I recorded that yesterday. So yeah, I've got a bit of a backlog. But anyways, let's put this here. Let's put this here. Yeah, the series yesterday where some of the challenges, it's so fucking annoying, where the executives didn't see the animals right in front of their own eyes. We need some trash cans. I like this. This is like really edgy and cool. Let's put some of these inside here. Also, I wanted to put in some red tamarack trees. That tree doesn't look nice there. There's one type of tree that I really like from here, but I don't think we have any in this park. No, we just have these three. Oh, it might be because it's from a different continent. There's a pine tree that kind of looks like this fir tree, but really like super green colored. Keep making them. I think we have like 5 or 6 aurochses at the moment. Such a weird 7. Wow, such a weird name, aurochs. Yeah, we so far got 0 money from these vendors, so the challenge is gonna be a fail. Absolutely, but that's fine. I mean, I accepted it because you might as well try. It's not like we have... I don't think this challenge has a drawback. Yeah. Let's... I want to put a different colored... Yeah, that's nice, I guess. Let's put this rock here. I want to fill up some parts of this river with the rock. Problem is if I put it here, kind of mess. Oh, I like this though. I like this. Looks like, you know, the river continued but then filled up over time. This is cool. One more thing that I wanted to put is make it a bit more dirty. Not dirty, but like put dirt here. Let's not forget to reply to the Viber message. Oh, nice. We got soda. What else? I think I wanted to put some more plants. Yeah, I wanted to put plants, you know where, next to the lab. Later on you can buy potted plants. Looks so stupid how you can put it on the path there. Makes 0 sense. Also, it's really unfortunate you can't put it right next to it. But it's okay. We'll get some potted plants later. Everybody's leaving the zoo. I don't know why. It's just too far, honestly. I wanted to space out a bit more, you know, in this park. The other park I felt like everything was so bunched up. And let's not be idle. Let's try to find the other fossils. Let's find all the fossils in... Oh, and this is the problem when you're like just outside. I hate this. Passionately. It's especially important for extinct animal zoos to put a lot of gates around your exhibits so you can move around. Oh, the Velociraptor is only 1 out of 6. You can cheat by so you move forward by pressing, you can press W, shift to make it faster. You can also press forward arrow, the arrow key on the right. And if you combine the three, you move super fast. But it's annoying because obviously you gotta press space and stop. Kind of trying to search. I do this sweeping motion. There we go. You can also recruit archaeologists that do this for you, but they are super slow. Similarly how staff members are always really slow compared to you. Let's not forget to empty recycle bins once the guests start to buy food. Gosh, I really hope they can find the food. It's so far away. I also realized this yesterday. Let me take a sip of my tea. I have a bit of a sore throat. I realized this yesterday that I click instead of using keybinds, because that's how I learned it as a kid and I just forgot. In any game I play nowadays, it doesn't matter what game it is, I always use keybinds. But I feel like I learned how to play the game really effectively, just like pressing buttons, and that's why I don't do it. But still, I want to be using keybinds instead of, you know, clicking around like a noob. Here we go. I think we have one left. Not one left. I think we have more. We have two left, I think. Please. Please let me find it. Okay. If not, I was gonna say, yeah, there's one more. I think there's a Velociraptor. God, I'm like actually hallucinating. Maybe it's here. No, it's not. So, what I thought of doing is separating the park like this, look. Using dirt. So it's like a square, you know. Or even like using a different biome. But I just don't want to make the park look retarded. So just gonna do this and make like squares. Or anything, you know, pathways or whatever. Just to make it a little bit more manageable. This park is huge. Aurochs is really hungry. Don't they graze? We got so much donations already, actually. So many. Not much, so many. I cannot English today. This is fine, like this area is kind of separated because of the enclosure anyways. So let's go down in the middle here. We already tried to look for it here. I don't think it's here. Not this square either. We're almost done with the episode as well. I'm gonna find this and then I'm gonna find you and then kill you, just like Liam Neeson. But since we are talking about a pile of bones, I don't think I can kill that. It's already dead. Come the I try to be more I almost said I almost just said child friendly. Like I'm trying to be more child friendly. Like what are you talking about? I'm trying to swear less. Not that it really matters to me, like just say the word fuck and then, you know, whatever. But maybe it's better not to. I would be so mad if we found the fossil in oh my god, it's here. I was gonna say that it's here. Here we go. Yeah, and then it gives you the message, you know, increase your zoo fame to upgrade your fossil finding. This tells us that at the moment we found everything that we could find. I didn't want to put this branch down because I want to check if... let's check. Before we finish the episode, last episode I wanted to figure out what animal upkeep meant. You see how animal upkeep is quite a lot in January. So that's how we know that actually animal upkeep is not the branches. So it's not replenishing the food. Replenishing the food is free, I think. This animal upkeep could probably just be not buying the animal, because that would be animal adoption, but something else. Like maybe every animal has an animal upkeep cost tied to its, you know, existence. Who knows? I want to see if guests are hungry. Leaving the zoo. Yeah, there are some people up here. 0. Yeah, nobody's buying anything. Wait, so we have raised $250 in food and drink revenue during the month, but we already passed the month, so I don't understand. Yeah, it's already March. We got the thing in maybe we didn't because we took some time off to build the park. But either way, this is where episode 1 ends. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press the like and share button. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in episode 2. Bye bye.